What's up, guys? You got the Pharaoh here from WLJS Metal, sitting on the tour bus, chillaxing with none other than Candlelight Red.
Cheers.
Guys, if you would, just introduce yourself to our listeners.
I'm Ryan, I sing songs for Candlelight Red.
I'm Jeremy, I play guitar.
Now, guys, you have opened up for Kiss. Would you consider that your first big break?
That was probably one of the first big venues we ever played. It's actually cool. We got on Uproar Fest and we got to actually go back to the first Niagara Pavilion where we played with Kiss and got to play there again. But yeah, that was probably the biggest venue, one of the biggest shows we played. I don't know if it was our big break, but because we've been talking to our record company for a little while before that, but I think it definitely helped.
Now, you toured with Seven Dust. Got to know those guys really, really well, and Morgan Rose is actually going to produce the upcoming EP. Am I correct?
Oh, we just got done doing a 4-song EP with him. We just completed. We did that in 5 days, and our new single "Demons" is out on that. And actually, after this tour is over, we're gonna go back in the studio and do a full length with him to be released next year.
Nice. How was it working with Morgan?
It's awesome. Yeah. Great. The guy's an amazing producer. You know, Seven Dust has done so many albums in the last few years that I think he's gotten to work with so many great producers. He's been able to steal a little bit from each one and apply it to his own producing. So it was great.
Now, your album, The Wreckage, we've been spinning it at the station this past week. You guys chimed in at number 11 at our station. How does it make you feel knowing that your music is out there and influencing other bands? Because we have local bands that said, "Oh, dude, I love the sound of these guys. Maybe we could do something similar to it."
I think it's really cool. It's really cool to go to strange towns and people know the words to "Closer" or to our new single "Demons." It's really cool to get that recognition. It's a little surreal because you play back home. You're used to doing shows when you're coming up and people start to know your music. That's one thing. You show up to somewhere you've never been and people know the lyrics of your song. It's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah. Now, you guys recently went through a lineup change. Left on good terms. No bad blood between former bandmates or anything, which is great. But how's it been to adjust to the new drummer?
It's been really good. Brian actually, we did a hometown show, and his band opened for our band, and we got a chance to see him. We were looking. We had a fill-in drummer at the time. We were looking for a new drummer, and we were just blown away by him. So we pulled him aside secretly and asked if he'd be interested in trying out for our band, and he came and tried out, and we loved him and liked his personality most of all. Like,
he's a little bit crazy, ain't he?
He's crazy on stage, but he's really easygoing, really easy to get along with, which is it's not just like we had some drummers that tried out that were amazing that didn't really get the part because we weren't sure that we could live with them. You're not just picking a drummer, you're picking a roommate.
Oh, yeah.
You're picking somebody you have to live with every day. So
basically picking a brother.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to have that connection. You got to have the chemistry with them, and I think it's a really good fit for us.
Now, we've touched on it a little bit because you said you're going to do a full length with Morgan Rose. What's 2013 going to bring to us from Candlelight Red?
Well, hopefully a kick-ass album and
hopefully, nah, that's done.
Okay, well, kick-ass album and some kick-ass tours, and cross your fingers. Hopefully, Morgan can get us on tour with maybe one of his bands. So
maybe something with Seven Dust. Morgan, check you're watching this. I know these guys want to tour with you. Talk to Lee John. Now, guys, if people want to find out more about Candlelight Red, because you guys are still very new and very new on the scene, how can they find out more?
Well, I mean, you could. The easiest route would probably just Google our name, but you can check out like candlelightred.com, our Facebook, buy our stuff on iTunes.
Definitely.
Just the internet, man. It's a pretty amazing tool. If you don't know how to use it already, then you're probably hopeless at this point.
Crawl out from underneath the rock that you're currently living under.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, candlelightred.com, our Facebook. It's everything we have. Our Facebook, Twitter, everything's just /Candlelight Red. It's real easy. If you can't find us on the internet, then you've never used the internet before.
You're a dumbass.
Yeah, pretty much. I hate to say it, but yeah.
I'll say it.
Or you're 80.
I don't know. I know some 80-year-olds that's on the internet.
Those are the only people that I'm going to allow to not be able to find their stuff on the internet are the 80-year-olds who's they just, you know, if you're into Candlelight Red and you're 80 years old, I'm going to come to your house and personally high five you. Because that's awesome.
And put a Candlelight Red sticker on the back of your rascal.
That's right.
Guys, thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate it. Appreciate all the music, all the great music. If you want to hear more from Candlelight Red, tune in WLJS Metal.